everyone. I'm Jill.
And I'm Farah. We're Simplify Homeschool. And also this we run College Confident Homeschoolers. So
Over at Facebook.
yeah. So we're gonna today just do a video of how to upload your paperwork because we're tired of answering questions about it.
No, not just that. We thought, for our families too. Like,
Yeah, we used to have a video for our families, but then they've changed a few things. So
yeah.
that one was from a few years ago. Um, so today
So
I'll be playing the role of Farah, the very kind counselor who's walking a
very
clueless homeschool
patient.
mom. The patient, kind counselor who's walking a clueless homeschool mom.
I don't know what I'm doing, and it's making me very nervous. Yeah.
And you worry that you're going to get something wrong. So, so my first question for you is, have you finished your paperwork? Is it done and completely proofread, and we've checked it
My
over?
paperwork is done. It's completely approved. You looked at it. We've both looked at it. It's good to go. Now, just a note for people watching this. The paperwork we upload does not look done or complete or
No,
anything, but
no,
that's
no.
just our
We're uploading some
dummy
fake
paperwork.
paperwork.
But
You should have
yes,
write finished on it, like
yeah.
just indicate.
But that's a really good point. You should look over all your paperwork and maybe have someone else look it over too. Just make sure it's exactly as you want it. And once you upload it, you can preview it too,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
which we'll do.
which
Which
I
I don't know. I don't know.
no,
I don't know
not
you
gonna
can
do.
do that. Yeah.
Okay, then my next question is, do you have it all downloaded as PDFs?
I didn't know I was going to get so many questions. I thought I was going to be
You
asking
thought
the
you were
questions.
going to ask the questions.
Yeah.
No, before you even start, I have questions for you.
Okay. Yes, I do. I have 4 documents downloaded as a PDF. I have a transcript with the
Uh-huh.
dual enrollment attached to it as one.
Oh, good. That was my next question is, do you
Yeah.
have the dual enrollment transcript, or it may be if your imaginary child also attended a public school or something.
I do have real
Um,
children too, but yes, this is
but this is an imaginary child. This is not one
yes.
of your real children. They're
No,
all off,
no.
doing their
They're
thing.
gone. But yeah.
So so okay, so it's compiled into a single PDF, and is your transcript on the top, the homeschool one?
The homeschool one is on the top.
Perfect. Okay, then
Awesome.
we're
Okay.
ready to begin, and you can share your
Okay.
screen.
Okay, let me make sure I'm sharing the correct one. Okay.
And okay, and so Jill invited you to be
Yes.
her counselor by going into her Common App and choosing FERPA and recommenders and
Do you want me to show you
inviting.
that real quick? If I switch
Sure,
over to
yeah.
her.
Show that part. Is it still? Yeah, there you go. So this thing over here that says FERPA and recommenders, and you just choose any college, and then
Yeah,
you
so we're
scroll
just
down
under College of Worcester. Yeah.
and you invite the counselor. And
Yeah. And then it pops up.
before they can do any of this, they have to sign their FERPA rights away. But it's a limited sign away. It just is for the purposes of these applications. That's it.
Right.
Okay, so you've got the transcripts and all your paperwork is all set,
Yes.
and your kids invited you as the counselor. So then and we showed that. So then now let's show your screen, so your counselor.
Okay. And this
Okay,
is
okay, so then
so
okay,
what do I do?
so it says get started, so get started, and you don't need it to walk you through it, so I
Okay,
actually
let's
wouldn't
just do
use
that.
that.
Okay.
I'm going to walk you through it.
Okay, good.
And okay, so we've got your student there. Your student is Jill. You're the student.
Yeah. Student's
And
chill. She's really cute
right.
and
And
smart.
oh, and you're Louise, I see.
I
So
changed, yeah, I'm Louise. So
yeah,
changed it. I changed it. Yeah.
nice. Okay, so go to first we're gonna start by going to profile. Okay, so this is like
Okay.
a core thing, and go over, and it's on the left hand side over there. So I think the impulse is to click your student first, but don't do that. Do the student.
Right.
And this is
Yeah.
all really
Okay.
basic. So fill in your name,
Okay.
and you may note that you don't have to have a middle initial, so feel free not to. And the same thing with a prefix. You don't have to have, but you do need a title. And I usually suggest, homeschool counselor. Um,
So my L key doesn't always work, but there you go.
There you go. And you have to have a phone number. Feel free to make one up for that for you. Our actual family should use real phone numbers.
Is that how many numbers are in here?
I don't know.
Okay, this is just
Count.
crazy.
Well, count seven. There's seven numbers in a phone number. I don't know if you knew
Well, you need your area code. Okay.
that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you need an email. Okay.
Okay.
So
Does it have to match the email I used to create?
I'm not really sure.
Well, okay,
We're
so
using somebody else's. We're using one of your
just some, yeah, this no one email my son, please.
kids.
Okay, then do I hit continue?
Yeah, you can hit continue or you can hit school details. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
When you hit continue, it's just going to take you to school details. So now you have to
Okay.
find the school. Okay.
Oh,
So
that's how do I do that?
just click find school.
Okay.
And in fact, you may see at the bottom it says, "What about homeschooling?" It will literally tell you what to do, which is to type in homeschooled. And that's what you want. So type in homeschooled. And it comes up with this odd list, and you want the one that says homeschooled.
Homeschooled, and then do I
And
just
then
continue?
continue. And you don't have to have an address on here, but feel free to enter your home address. I think that's completely fine. You do have to have a state and a zip code.
Okay. Can I hit continue then? Is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yeah. Okay, and then down below this is a box that's about, I think this is the COVID box. Is that right? Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
COVID or
suggest that
disasters. Yeah.
we all know that your homeschool probably had to make adjustments, but I would suggest not answering this unless there's something particularly unusual. And even if there is, I suggest addressing it in the paperwork, not here.
Okay.
And so if you
Can I put C paperwork if I did address that?
if you did and you think it's really important, you can type in C school profile or C counselor letter, which
Okay.
wherever you referenced it. So more specific is
Okay.
a little better.
And what's this website box? Do we need that?
No, and I
Okay.
suggest not using it.
Okay.
It's harder for most schools to click links anywhere
Okay. So I'm going to
on
leave
the internet.
that.
Yep.
Okay. I'll
Continue.
hit continue.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, lots of
Okay.
questions.
Okay. Here's where you actually attach the document that is your school profile. So go ahead and click it.
Okay.
And you'll notice that you can choose a file. You can choose it from Google Drive, but I suggest choosing it from your computer, which is what you're doing. And there it is. And now you get to hit click review.
Okay. So
And you can see it's a blank profile that we've made. Cute.
yes.
But sometimes the formatting is a little off or something, or wait, there's an extra blank page. Why is that there? So you do want to look at this, make sure it's the right one. It's not the second draft and not the final draft or something.
And you can also open it in the new window to see it
Mm-hmm.
bigger.
You can open it
Yeah.
in a new window. And you'll be able
Okay.
to do this with all the documents. Okay, so click
Okay. So if
upload.
I'm happy, so I'm going to upload it.
And it's gonna ask you this every time you upload something. Yes, it looks exactly as I intend. And there you go. And then now we have a lot of questions that aren't necessarily required. I do suggest putting when mid-year grades are typically available, because this is a kindness for schools and you will be sharing your mid-year grades. So
And what if I'm not sure? What should I put?
um, if you can just not answer it, it's not required if you're really not
Okay.
sure. But most homeschoolers will have their mid-year grades by like January 15th or so. And
Okay.
so if your students do dual enrollment, now if that's not true for you, choose a different date or simply
Right.
don't answer. It's not required.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You're required to say graduating class size, one or maybe two.
Yeah.
And then you're not required to answer any of these, and I suggest you don't. Scroll on down. Don't even look at them.
So I
These are
shouldn't worry
demographic
about
questions.
these.
Don't worry about any
It's
of
not
them.
going to hurt my student or anything.
No.
Okay.
They do require that you answer whether classes were taken on the block schedule. If you used a block schedule, choose yes. So that means like if you grouped most classes, it's okay if a few classes were grouped differently. So that's fine. And they understand that homeschoolers aren't unusual. And then you must enter the graduation date. And again, They're not going to check up. Is that the day you actually had a party to graduate your kid? So just pick a date. And then assuming your school is in the United States. Yeah, there you go. And then here's a question that you have to answer. The academic ratings will have you compare students. And so for most
Right.
homeschoolers, I suggest no. You don't.
Is there any time you would put yes? No, probably not, right?
No, I mean, even if you were a professional teacher or something, I think it doesn't look really good to say, like, I'm comparing my kid to other students I've taught.
Okay.
And then it requires that you say whether you perform volunteer service. I generally suggest no, even if your student did do, some volunteer hours,
Right.
unless it was super core to your whole homeschool and your kid did it every year and you required it. And, I mean, if that's the case, then you could choose yes, especially if that's how you describe it in your counselor paperwork. But this is not
Okay.
super important.
No. Okay. Continue. Um, class rank. Oh, yeah. We
Okay,
don't have to
so
answer that, right?
you
So
don't
what do
have
I
to
do?
answer it. And so I wouldn't.
Okay. That makes me nervous, but I shouldn't be nervous. I should
Nope.
just no.
You should just keep
Okay.
going.
Okay.
This is also not required, but I suggest that you report the GPA.
Okay. Then this pops up.
So, did you use a 4-point scale?
I'm so confused about this because I weighted grades. So is that a 4 or 5 scale?
It's a 4. So,
Oh,
this
okay.
is not asking you about weighting.
Okay. Now, do I have to do these dates? It's not required, but should I, since I said yes?
I think yes, to make it clear. So then the start date is just the first month of your students ninth grade.
So here's my question. Is the ending date through the end of senior year or just the end of junior year? So that's what we have grades for.
So it's gonna be the end of junior year.
Okay.
Because that's what you've
Okay.
got.
Okay.
And now you've got a choice to make. Did you wait?
I did wait.
Okay, then choose weighted. Um,
Okay.
it's okay to do both on the transcript, but here
Oh, good.
you can list that.
So
And
how do
then
you know when to do one or the other? What's your advice then between weighted and unweighted?
whichever shows your student off the best.
Okay.
Schools are going to reweight, and they've got their own formulas. It's good to
Yeah.
provide. I always suggest providing both on the transcript so that you can do those calculations.
Okay. Great.
Okay, and then this doesn't require you to put school's highest passing mark or highest GPA in class. You definitely don't want to list those. So
So
keep
leave
blank.
those blank. Okay. It's not as hard as I thought it would be.
No, and transcript is about the how the transcript looks. It's not where you upload your actual transcript. So
Okay.
here this again, this is a kindness to the school to tell them that yes,
Okay.
the current courses are on the transcript and are scores included, and you should not include scores. They don't want them.
Not
Um,
best
it
practice.
makes it harder for them. So
Yeah.
make it clear to them that you didn't do that. And then this is a kindness for them. What's the most recent grades? And then choose what those are. For example, if your student is applying from a gap year, they might be final senior grades. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just
But
looking.
they're
Oh yeah, final
probably
scene.
final
Okay.
senior grades. Probably.
Okay. So I just hit continue.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, certifications. This just agrees that you're gonna send the PDF of the transcript, and this agrees that they can email you.
Okay. And then I hit go to my students.
That's it. You're done. Done with the profile
Wow,
part.
the profile part wasn't that difficult.
No, so now go to the student.
Okay. Oh, so I hit on the student?
Yeah, you actually click the student's name.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, and you can get rid of these tips because I'm going to walk
Okay.
you through it. And you'll see over on the left-hand side all the things that you can do. For getting the student started, you need to do the school report and the counselor recommendation. Then you'll
Ooh.
notice that you've got the optional reports. Once you do optional report 1, optional report 2 becomes available. And once you've done your first things, you can do optional report 1. You probably won't need to use those. Mid-year report you'll do probably in January. probably. And then final report you'll do at the end of your school year when everything's finalized. Okay. So,
Okay.
and then it lists the schools that young Jill is applying
This is a
to.
random group of schools. I'm not sure what's going on here, but yes.
You should see where my fake student Molly is applying. It's quite an array.
Oh,
The places that I needed to check. And then
I'm
you
going to
can
have to
see
talk to my fake Jill about this list.
you yes. Um, if your student has enabled preview, you'll also be able to see what they put in. But given that it's your kid, they probably don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, go to school report first. Let's do that.
Okay. Oof.
So this is going to
All right.
repeat some of the questions from the profile. So do you report class rank? Here you do have to answer it and choose that you don't report class rank. Period. No homeschool should be reporting class rank.
Even
And
if you
then
have
here
twins
this
or
says
triplets,
populated with the information from your profile. And
except that I
so,
have to, yeah,
but
go
now you
ahead.
have to enter Jill's GPA. Okay,
And
remember
I
you
said, I,
chose that it was going to be the weighted one.
right. All right.
Dang, Jill is
Just good, right? Yeah. That's why we got to work on the
maybe
college
she needs a
list.
better list.
Yeah.
Um, okay, and then double check that everything's correct. Now you do have to enter the passing mark, and I generally suggest listing like a C or 70, you know, but you
And you
could
have
list
to, right? I have to
have
put
to.
something.
Mm-hmm. And then
Okay.
you don't have to list highest GPA in class, so don't do that.
Okay. And then continue, I guess.
Okay, now here's a tricky question.
Okay. This is overwhelming me. What do I do here?
So this is a bunch of ones that you do have to answer. None of these make a difference for your homeschooler, and the
Okay.
answer is almost certainly going to be no. So first of all, this asks you to compare your student to other students at your school, which doesn't make any sense. And so if you scroll down, prefer not to respond. If you
Okay.
do choose most demanding, that's fine. But it just
Will this hurt my student at all? Just put
no.
preferring.
Now,
Okay.
if you chose like did the least rigor, that will hurt your like, so
Yeah,
don't
don't do
do
that.
that.
Yeah.
Don't
Right.
do that. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
But prefer not to respond. Not having these certifications, none of this hurts your students. So no,
Okay.
you can't do an IB as a homeschooler. Yeah, there you go. You can't do Cambridge as a homeschooler. And
What
AP
about
Calc
this
no.
one?
You could, but you probably haven't. It's a particular
Okay.
program. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. I'm
Now
feeling good
let's look
about
at
this.
the actual transcript. Okay, here we go. The number of official transcripts you provide.
So I have dual enrollment too. So what do I say here?
But you're only providing one official transcript, which is
Oh,
yours.
okay. Okay. So I
Okay, so
upload the
then
transcript.
now it's time to upload the transcript. And you're going to choose a file and note that you can do up to 3. So you're going to do 2 files here. First, you're going to do that transcript file
Okay.
that
So
has
I
the
open
dual
that.
enrollment courses on it too.
Okay.
And then choose another file.
Okay.
And now choose the course descriptions. This is where I suggest putting them.
Okay. That's
Okay,
tricky. It doesn't really say to do that. So it's hard to know.
because it's not made for homeschoolers.
Okay. So then
Okay,
what do I do? Review?
review. And again, you just want to check this over, make sure. We're going to assume that it all looks fine.
Oh, so you can, so just to know, you can, if you scroll down over here, you can't see it all, but if you go put your cursor in the box, you can see everything. Yeah, looks good. Looks very complete.
Our fake one. Okay, so then it's always going to ask you. And then once you hit upload, it's done. That's there. Once you sign off, you're not going to be able to remove it. You can right now
That's why
though.
you have to really preview it.
Okay,
Okay, so
so
then what?
transcript affirmation, you have to affirm it.
So these were already answered due to the
Mm-hmm.
profile. Okay, I affirm this. And I recommend the student, I mean,
Always enthusiastically.
always.
Always.
Okay.
Unless you
And
don't
hit,
want them to go to college.
right. Yeah. Don't bring your student down.
No. Okay, and then
Oh,
here's an easy part. Some
Okay.
families don't realize this is coming. If you've done your paperwork, this is where you refer back to it. Okay.
Okay.
So provide any information about the applicant's homeschool experience and environment. So for this, I would say see school profile and counselor recommendation.
Okay.
And then please explain the grading scale or other methods of evaluation. Say see school profile.
So I don't have to actually put anything here.
No, because your school profile should have the grading scale and any notes about weighting and things about like, did you grade to mastery and, were there outside
Okay.
providers used? And then, okay, this
Did,
this is a sort of weird thing because it's like they want to know if your student took courses from a distance program or a secondary school, and then they want to know what those courses were. This is something that, in addition to your homeschool courses, um, and the homeschool courses, they also want to know about. I think the Common App sort of is strange about how they ask about this, but for this, you should say see school profile and course descriptions.
okay, so you don't have to answer this one,
No,
right?
but if you've done course descriptions, you really should.
And then what's this line here mean? Also include any standardized tests
You're not
the student.
required to do that. So,
Okay, that just confused me. So this is all I need here.
yep, that's all you need. And then
Okay,
it
good.
asks this very old fashioned question: are you a member of
Yeah.
a homeschool organization? I generally suggest that people choose yes, probably at some point. First of all, there's no meaning of homeschool or association that is in any way official. I don't know what they think they're asking. And I've talked to admissions people and they don't know either. And sometimes they name associations that they think are real that aren't real. So this is not a serious question. It does not make any sense. Your answer does not make a difference. So if you choose no, it's not a big deal. I usually suggest, though, if you have any association with anything, then you can list your statewide group as a good organization to list if you've ever attended anything they've ever done. And and then additionally, it could be your local co-op. That could also be
Yeah.
an association, or it could be the group that the
Okay.
Facebook group that you
I
run with
just
your
made one.
friend. Like, I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay. So anything. But you could
anything.
also just put no if you.
Yep, you can also put no.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then I hit review and submit.
Okay. Now you're signing it away. And this is where you sign it.
Oh,
And now you
this makes
can't
me
make
so
any
nervous.
changes.
So what
I
if I miss something? And
so you can't go back and change it. However, that's what
okay.
the optional report is for.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you
So it
can
all
see
looks
it's
good.
giving you not only your documents and how they're going to look for admissions. It won't say preview on admissions. Um,
Right.
and then, but it's also at the top showing the progress, the all the answers. And this
Okay.
is this
Oh,
is what admissions
everything.
will see.
Okay. So everything we put in.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then all my paperwork, it looks good. So then
You have to check those boxes.
okay.
And then this is your e-signature and date.
And then the date. Okay. Oh, and then I hit submit.
Yes.
It's so scary.
Unfortunately, unlike for your
I'm
student where they
so
get some
scared.
confetti, you can do it.
Okay.
You can do it. Pat yourself on the back. Actually, this is like what
Yay.
I do with like clients on the call. I'll be like, and it's good, you did
Oh,
it.
I did it. Okay. That was easy. That was not so bad. Am I done?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And for this part,
Okay.
now
And
there's
then what do
one more step, which is the counselor recommendation.
oh, yeah, because I haven't done the counselor letter yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I hit that.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay. So these are not required, but I do suggest that you say, how long have you known this student and in what context? The answer is probably 18 years. Or yeah,
My
or
kid's a little,
17
my
years,
kid's a
depending on
little
your age.
younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
17 years, Jill, your imaginary child, is a little bit younger.
Yeah. A little bit younger.
And then I would say parent and homeschool counselor and teacher, or homeschool teacher. Yeah.
Okay.
And then what are the first words that come to mind when you just to describe this student, I suggest pulling 4 to 5
What?
words, not more than
Okay.
that, from your
Okay.
counselor letter specifically. So,
Okay.
so pick those words out. Yeah. And these should be words that are reinforcing the main points in your counselor letter. So
Okay.
you should look at
Okay.
the counselor letter and
Okay.
make sure
So,
that these are things that you spoke about.
okay. So I'm just gonna put one right now and then, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. You can
But you
you
would
can
have 4 to 5. Yes. Okay.
and now you've got a choice. You can paste your letter or you can upload it. I generally suggest uploading
Okay.
so that again you can make it match your paperwork.
Do I need to do both or is one just
No,
fine?
no, do one or the other. Don't do both.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
And so I
And
leave this blank. That's okay. Yeah. Okay.
and now you're gonna sign off. Do not check that. I will not be sending an evaluation for this student box.
Leave that alone and hit review and submit.
And
Okay.
now
And then
this
you
is
get to,
exactly the same as before. You can see the answers to everything and
okay.
what they
Looks
see.
good.
And then you sign it.
And so you can't change this. I can't ever change the counselor letter.
Once it's all uploaded, I'm pretty, yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Okay. So then I hit
Yep.
submit. Oh, nervous
Yay!
again.
Little
Is
Jill
that
is going to
it?
college.
She's
Um,
going.
okay. So, okay, now look at that. Yay. And you can see when the school's downloaded it. And then you can also go in and none of Jill's schools you'll see apparently require the mid-year report. But if you have even one school that requires it, you'll upload it there. And but the final report will be required and you can add that.
So when do you do final report?
Final report should be once all the grades are done into the school year, whenever that is for you.
Okay. All right.
And you
Perfect.
want to be prompt about it, just get it finished.
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing.
Yay.
Thank you for your help and support. Hopefully, little Jill will.
Look at that. It didn't take that long. That's the
No, it didn't, did it? That's the thing. It
it's
shouldn't take long if you have all your paperwork ready to go, downloaded as PDF, previewed already before you start the process.
mm-hmm.
And you too will be able to do this in
You
what, 20
too.
minutes? Was it 20
Yeah.
minutes? I don't know. Good.
Including extra talking. Hopefully they watched this on sped up. That's my
yeah,
yeah,
or
look at
not.
she
It's
roll her
okay.
eyes. I think,
It,
people get really weird about the Common App, and it's just not that hard. Like, yeah, there's some unusual questions. Yes, you have to repeat. And yes, there's these things where, it sounds intimidating. But also, like, if you answered some other way for some of these, like if you filled in
it's,
like your
it's not going
students'
to make or break.
demographics and stuff, like it doesn't matter. Like
No.
this is not
It's
a
not
big
going to
deal.
make or break your student. I think what's overwhelming is actually creating the paperwork. And then because that takes so much time and it's kind of, you're putting a lot into it, you think, oh, and then to upload on the Common App, that's going to be so difficult. That's like the easiest step in the whole process.
Yep. So we have an
Hey,
addendum, a video addendum.
it's never happened to us before.
That's
So
a
this is a
lie.
new thing. Have we had video? Is it? Oh, no.
Wait. But so as we were doing this, we saw a change in real
Wait,
time.
I got to be the character. Hold on.
Oh, okay. There,
Hey,
go.
hey, I was just noticing there's like this weird thing on the Common App that you didn't mention before. Can I show it to you?
Yes, show it to
Okay.
me.
Should I share my screen?
Yes, go for it.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen because this is
Okay,
new.
clueless homeschool mom. Um,
So it says I can unsubmit my form.
what? That
Yes,
must be
and
new this year.
what's that mean, right? That's never
Book
because
it and
I
let's
don't think.
find out.
Okay, unsubmit form.
I know.
Let me put my glasses
What?
on.
This was so kind of the Common App. They made some changes I'm not happy about, but this is exciting.
So if I made a mistake and the college hasn't downloaded it yet, I can unsubmit.
You can unsubmit it. And now you can
Well,
make edits because
okay, but
and you can
it's only
even
on the counselor part.
No, you can do the school report too. Go to the school report.
Okay. Yes, I can unsubmit that too.
So, and that includes the document. So this is brand new this year. But once it's downloaded, you won't be able to do it anymore.
So I could change a transcript if there was an error I
Yep,
found or
you can
something
you can remove it. You didn't used to
and
be
then
able
put
to
it
do
back.
any of this.
So you may not need an optional report if there's a small change. If
If
you
there's
check,
a
if
small
you
change.
catch
But
it.
I also suggest don't go it just do it and 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 move it off your plate, you know.
Okay, so then I have to.
If you made any changes, you have to sign it and do it.
Okay, well that's nice in case, but usually you will review it before you upload it.
I would hope.
But just in case anything pops up.
Yeah, so
Okay,
this is one thing I can imagine using this for, let's say that your student applies for an early rolling admission deadline, and that they need to apply like really early, like in September or something. And then at the end of September, the dual enrollment course that was a late start, you didn't get it,
right,
or something, or just you realized like, oh, it turns out that whole plan we had for English is not going to work. We're not going to do it there, and so now you're going to do this other course instead. We're going to pick up dual enrollment in the spring for it or something.
right.
This is,
You can
instead of
change
having
it.
to wonder like, should I have to do an optional report for this? Is this big enough? Just do it. Then you can switch it out, and then it's changed for the rest of the schools, and it's all set.
So it's a really nice new feature that didn't used to be there.
It did not used to be there. Yay. Okay, so
It's really good.
yeah, so
So that's our add-on.
that's our
It
addendum.
surprised both of us. All right. Well, hopefully this video helps you. You can watch it as you upload your documents for your student.
Absolutely. Okay.
And if you have any questions, come to our group. There's people answering
Yes.
questions there all the time. College Confident Homeschoolers on Facebook. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks. Okay.